The video begins in Libya, in a former Gaddafi chemical factory. General Fezan, Karim Saidi, and his family are being guarded by a group of troops. As bullets and explosives begin to erupt, some of the troops are killed. A squad of mercenaries commanded by Suharto Rahmat, Iko Uwais, launches an attack, forcing the general and his family to flee. Rahmat hops atop a tank and questions the driver about the whereabouts of Fezan. Before Rahmat plunges his knife into the man's throat, the driver merely looks to the building next to him. Barney Ross, Sylvester Stallone, drives his motorbike through New Orleans and finds Lee Christmas. Jason Statham, fighting with his girlfriend, fellow expendable Gina, Megan Fox. Barney requires the assistance of Christmas for a chore since he pretends to have injured his back. He takes Christmas to a pub where he misplaced his ring to Jumbo Shrimp. Mike Moeller, Barney persuades Christmas to oppose Shrimp so that he may fight him and his friends. A pub brawl breaks out, with Barney stepping in, and he reclaims his ring when the other thugs are knocked out on the floor. Barney and Christmas are joined by the other Expendables, including Toll Road Randy Couture, Gunnar Jansen, Dolph Lundgren, and new members Easy Day, 50 Cent, and Galen, Jacob Scipio, the latter being the son of Galgo, Antonio Banderas's character from the previous film. They meet with Marsh, Andy Garcia, their commander, who informs them on Rahmat and his plans to steal the codes to a nuclear bomb, perhaps causing World War III. Rahmat is collaborating with a terrorist known only as Ocelot, whom Barney has been searching for years. The squad takes out for Libya, where Rahmat has already kidnapped Fezan and murdered his wife. Rahmat shoots his kid and then murders Fezan, even after he gives over the codes. The Expendables fly in and shoot down the criminals' missiles, with Barney taking to the air while the rest of the soldiers stay on the ground and shoot the bad guys from their vehicle, while also battling any who approach too near. Barney instructs Christmas to obtain the codes, but Christmas instead destroys a tank that was aimed at Barney. Unfortunately, Rahmat fires his own missile at Barney, forcing his jet to crash, and giving Rahmat the opportunity to flee. As Christmas approaches the plane, he notices what appears to be Barney's charred body, complete with his ring. The Expendables return home to grieve their friend Barney, while Christmas is determined to lead the squad to Rahmat and revenge Barney's death. Marsh informs him that he is no longer on the investigation because his actions resulted in Barney's death. Marsh puts Gina in control, despite the fact that she sympathizes with Christmas as he sorrows the loss of his closest buddy. Christmas looks in the ads for work and finds a position as a bodyguard for an arrogant influencer. After irritating Christmas, the guy replies by hitting his face and humiliating him in front of his party attendees. He resigns and travels to Gina's house to check through sensitive data on Ocelot. She discovers him there and fights him before they have love. Gina refuses to let him go on the assignment, despite Christmas's insistence. Christmas is shown following her location after she goes for the assignment. Gina leads the Expendables, who have been joined by new member Levy Tran, to a CIA black site to meet with their supervisor, Lucy Newman Williams. She brings them to Marsh, who informs them that they are going to infiltrate a ship on which Rahmat is bringing the warhead into Russian seas. They also believe that this is where they will locate Ocelot. Rahmat is also set to be making a trade for his friend Bai, Dan Chupong. Christmas sets out on his own in Thailand to find a man named Desha, Tony Jha, an old friend of Barney's. Before witnessing Barney's ring on Christmas's finger, Desha tries to conceal his identity. He assists Christmas by supplying a boat so that they can catch up with the rest of the crew. The Expendables make their way into the ship, but are shortly discovered and apprehended by Rahmat's thugs. They realize that someone on their staff may have betrayed their information, and one of them may be Ocelot. A squad of men arrive and kidnap Marsh, while Rahmat instructs Russo to bring him Bowie. Desha helps Christmas get close enough to the ship that he climbs on and starts killing his way through goons to get back to his friends. He manages to make contact with Rahmat to taunt him, leading him to send more goons to go after Christmas. In their pursuit, Christmas gets the villains to fall into his traps, where they die, and he comes across more weaponry as he looks for the rest of the team. He releases them, and the entire crew begins killing every other criminals on the ship, with Lash and Desha even collaborating to kick Rahmat's chief goon to death. Toll Road is stabbed in the side and requires medical treatment. Christmas then tracks down Rahmat and engages in hand-to-hand fighting with him until Christmas takes Gunner's tomahawk and slams it into Rahmat's chest. Prior to his death, he stated that while he does not know the code for the warhead, that his boss did. Bowie is brought in for the prisoner swap until it is discovered that Marsh was all along Ocelot. He murders Bayi and others as Christmas leads the squad aboard a lifeboat to bring Toll Road to safety. Christmas resolves to stay behind and destroy the bomb, even if it means killing himself. He lowers the anchor and prepares to sink with the ship. Christmas prepared to battle Marsh until a helicopter arrives and blows Marsh to bits. It comes out that Barney has been faking his death the entire time in order to pull Ocelot out of hiding. He carries Christmas aboard his chopper while destroying the ship, forcing the warhead to sink and detonate underwater. The group comes home to celebrate Barney's return, and Christmas and Gina, as well as Toll Road and Lash, appear to get together. Christmas then asks Barney who the body on the plane was, to which Barney replies, "Jumbo shrimp." This makes the two chuckle.